All right. We're live. What is up, people? Lynn here with the video for you all. We are bringing interviewing a gamer back, and there's no better person to kick off this revamp than Red Infamy. What is up, Red? How you doing, sis?
What's up, sis? It's been a long time. We had to chop it up a little bit before this because it's been so long. But I can't wait. I'm so happy you brought this series back. I think this is an incredible series because we don't have this in the industry. We don't have this in the community right now so much. And especially with a lot of women content creators and, women in the industry. So I'm happy to kick it off with you, sis. I'm excited.
Thank you. I am too. Oh my goodness. You just don't know. I have some people in the pipeline and I'm just so elated right now. I'm like, "Oh my goodness. This is really happening. It's finally happening." So this is
Yep.
something that I've wanted to do for a while now. This has been like a passion of mine is to get to know you all. Um, and to interview content creators and just get your perspective. Now, what I do is I ask 10 questions. I ask the same questions to each individual. Now, since this is
Okay.
a revamp, did kind of change a couple of questions since some of the previous questions kind of sounded the same, just worded differently.
Okay.
So I did change a few questions. And then I have a couple of bonus questions. Now, that's something I've never done. These may change or they may stay the same. I don't know. But anyway,
Okay.
so we'll go ahead and get started. And I will ask you, what brings you to YouTube
Wow. What brings me to watch it or to be on the platform?
on the platform?
So what brings me to be on a platform primarily is when I got into, I guess, content creation, because it's like a a content creation, um, was off of being consistently like on a podcast. So I was on, First Lady a Weapon Wheel podcast. And that's not my first podcast I ever was on, but that was the podcast that got like really some really cool traction and got me familiarized with the gaming community and not just the gaming industry. So after that podcast, I would stream Fallout, and I gained a following just off of Fallout 4 alone. That was my very first Fallout game that I actually, from the beginning to the end, played.
Okay.
And I started to get a following, and people started to get to know me more than just being in front of a camera interviewing people. They got to know me a little bit more personable and more relatable. So I gained a following on there. So that's like my first, online family, audience. I like to call them my family, my audience on there. And they've been my road dogs, you know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I love that has provided that community wise. I just wish that YouTube would do a better job for us gamers and protecting us when it comes to certain like copyright type
Hmm.
things with music and things of that nature, and fair use of that. So but I love what they're kind of growing a bit because they're seeing what Twitch of course was able to do. They try to do YouTube gaming, but that didn't fall through too well.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's what brings me to the platform to kind of make sure I still create content for YouTube. Was based off of that.
Okay. I actually miss YouTube gaming. You can stream directly from your phone.
Yep.
I miss that. Okay. So what is your ultimate goal here on YouTube?
Um, I mean, ultimate goal, of course, is always to grow. I would love to still do collabs, a lot of collabs, but the goal right now. So I back before I had it separate. I had that on YouTube. I was just gonna have my interviews, pivot off of that, and then Twitch was going to be just for gameplays and playthroughs. But my YouTube community was like, I don't want to sign up for Twitch. And then my Twitch community was like, well, I'm already here, so why you can't give us both of those things? So I was like, you know what? Restream will be the go-to
Mhm.
because um so I still kind of have it segment off that okay, a lot of the I have two new web series that I do, which is Hidden Code on YouTube where I showcase Black, Native and Hispanic developers or innovators in the gaming industry and show that we exist and we are here and we are the founders too a part of this gaming culture, this gaming industry. And we create different characters, we have different private projects that we have that have nothing to do with the Activisions and the EAs and the Sonys and the Microsoft or anything like that, but really some dope independent projects. Or if so, if there are people that are executives or different developers along those paths, then we need to showcase them too that they do exist and they did work on these different big projects. So I have that, and then I have uncovering Black women in esports because you don't really get to hear about us Black women
Mhm.
in the esports a lot of times. It's overshadowed by white and Asian women. You don't really get to see Black and Hispanic women at the forefront as players, casters, even owners of teams. So I wanted those to live on YouTube because it's a more focused base. YouTube is more focused on, delivering different videos and stuff to people. Um, so yeah, that's something that I think is great. And then with my gameplay, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just post it on both because people want to see me play video games
Yeah.
or both. So that's how I was able to kind of separate the two, so people can still from Twitch community can still come over to my YouTube and see the different interviews I've been doing lately.
Okay. That's amazing. I love that. I love that. Okay. So we know that you're a gamer and that you are
Hmm.
passionate about gaming. Tell us something we don't know.
Oh, tell us something. Oh, dang, I'm trying to see what I've never said to anybody. Like, um,
Exclusive
dang,
world
what's an
premiere.
exclusive? What's this exclusive I could drop? Um, I say this. I say this on Twitch and on Twitter. I'm very active on Twitter, and I've said it a couple of times, but I don't think a lot of people catch it. There's certain franchises that I actually never got a chance to play. Um, and I'm okay with saying I never got a chance to play these franchises. So, Zelda, I never really beat, or I played it, but I never beat a Zelda game.
Mhm.
So those like the Covenant games, like oh my god, I need your gamer card. um, what else? Final Fantasy series. I played the first one like on my iPhone when I had iPhone. That was years ago. But I never beat a Final Fantasy game. Metal Gear Solids, that's not for me. I don't do stealth.
Mhm.
So that's one little thing. Like there's a lot of different series I never really got a chance to play. And people be like, "What?" Like I always get the side eye when I say to play these different games. But I'm trying to think of something that y'all don't know. Like that y'all don't know. I don't know because I get interviewed and people ask me questions and I don't know if I said it or I didn't say it. So I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is tough
know.
for you.
It's tough. It's I'm trying to see if I'm private about anything in gaming. Like, so I'm trying to see what I'm private about. Not really, cause I kind of tell everything gaming wise to tell, like
Mhm.
gaming wise to tell. For the most part, I did. I will say this: I did have a problem being on camera. This was like a long time ago. Like I did have a problem because I was shy. I wanted to be on the tester, and the tester
Oh
was
yes.
remember the tester.
Yes,
That's how
girl.
I actually got a footing into the digital gaming community where I can speak to other people and like-minded people. So I wanted to be on it. This was after college. I graduated college in '09, So this was during like the recession, and it was hard to get a job. I was getting denied, and I felt some type of ways. I'm like, damn, I'm a black woman, so y'all doing this to me because of that? Because I have experience and all kind of stuff to get the job. Like I did everything right, and I felt some type of way, and I got depressed. Actually, during this time because I was like, I did everything correct. I'm the first in my family to graduate college, in my immediate family. um I wasn't into any drama or stupidity in college. I didn't get pregnant in college or nothing like that. Nothing wrong with somebody did. I'm just saying, like, I did what like my mom had me young. My mom had me at 19. I didn't want to do that because I seen how much she struggled with taking care of me. So I didn't want to do that to someone else, and I wanted to be more successful to make sure I can be able to take care of my family, even though I haven't started my own family yet, but to still
Mhm.
give back to the women that founded me and brought me up to be the woman I am today to help them. So I'm like, damn, I thought I did everything right, and it was like the world was coming back at me that as if like I didn't. So I got depressed, and what actually kind of bring my spirits up was gaming again, and listening to gaming podcasts, and then that's when I came across the tester. PlayStation was doing the tester, and I was like, wow, this is a reality show for gamers. Maybe I should break my shell of doing this, because I already broke my shell of being shy about actually going off to college by myself to a state in North Carolina. Shouts out to Johnson and Wales, J Woo, to go,
Oh, there you go.
to go to Charlotte. I've never been to Charlotte and lived there for 5 years, and meet, incredible friends and new people and no family there. I wanted to do something different. So that's how I broke out of my shyness. But I wanted to take it to the next level as a young adult. And I was like, yo, maybe being on a reality show might be the thing. And that's why I got to meet so many different people, because in the forum, I was able to talk to these different people. So that's how I got to meet Storm. I got to meet Storm because of seeing her on YouTube. I got to meet Malik and Javen and all these different people, and I was like, wow, they're doing things already, and maybe I could be on there. But I never made my demo for it. I was like, I don't know if I
Girl,
want to be
you
on
would
TV.
you look, you would have made it. You would have been on there.
Yo, I
I look,
was.
I 100% feel you would have been on there.
Yo, I don't know, but yeah, like it took a different route, but I was, yeah, I don't know, I was really shy, and I was like, I don't think my demo video would be that cool. But yeah, I got to meet some incredible people. Treasy, a really great friend of mine. If y'all know who Treasy 504 is, he used to do videos back in the past. They were hilarious. But they all went off to do their own outlets and make their own websites and stuff, but yeah, I wanted to be on that show and I didn't go through with it, but I did get to meet so many people that gave me the strength and confidence to talk about gaming and wanting to be in front of the camera like I never did before. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's something. Yeah, your girl was ultra shy, but I got a chance to break that, and I got a chance to break that through being in the gaming industry and in the gaming community, is breaking my shyness and timidness to do things.
Mhm. Now, in reference to the tester, you remember PlayStation Home?
Oh,
That
PlayStation
was
Home.
the
Okay, yeah,
thing.
that might be something people. Yeah, PlayStation Home actually erased me. I used to actually be a Xbox fangirl. So I actually like
Ooh,
I
sir,
actually I used to
blasphemy.
be I used to be a Xbox fangirl. Okay, so I grew up from Sega to PlayStation. I was PlayStation out, right? But when 360 came along in college, it was cheaper, it was affordable, it was more obtainable. And I was able to game on that. And I used to go like that was like the icebreaker was like, yo, you got a 360, all right, let's play this game, that game. And I was open, like Xbox Live. One of my great friends, he's like a brother. He was like, "Yo, you need to get on Xbox Live." So I was like, "Okay." Paying for Xbox Live, and I was like, "Yo, this is getting kind of expensive because I'm in college." Like, and I don't, I had a little job at the time, but damn, like I gotta do other stuff. So my boyfriend at the time got a PlayStation 3. And the first thing, I used to tease people who had PlayStation 3s. I used to be like, it's you and your cousin or somebody online. You ain't got nobody on your friends list. Like, I used to tease, I used to have the jokes for one of my homeboys that had a PlayStation 3. He was like, all right, I'm trying to tell you, like, PlayStation is where it's at. I was like, whatever. I used to tease people who was playing Uncharted. I was like, look at this wannabe Tomb Raider game. Not Gears, Resistance. I used to say it was a fake Gears. I used to go in. And that's when I got to learn about the so-called crumb side of YouTube, where people would do the whole fanboy stuff. So that's how I got to know about Black Buster Critic, and I think, what was it, Xbox MVP? I forgot what his name was, and a whole bunch of other people that used to be going back and forth off of
Yeah, I
console wars.
remember El
Like
Presador
El
and
Presador,
Shokio
Shokio.
and who else?
I'm trying
There
to think
was
of
some
some other
Xbox dude. He
OGs.
always wore a ball cap. I don't remember that
Yeah,
dude. He
that
was
was
the
that. Yeah,
main
it was
one.
a white dude with the ball
Yes,
cap. It
he
was
was the
something
main one.
MVP.
Yes,
Yo,
it was. I
it was
remember
something
him.
MVP. But
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Like I love that. Like I love seeing passionate people. They was delusional. They was delusional. But go back and forth, and I still love it to this day. Like a lot of, I just think that people don't need to go below the belt on different things. Like
Mm-hmm.
just keep it gaming. But it's fun. It shows the passion. But yeah, going back to PlayStation Home, that was the first thing I actually played on a PS3, and that sold me. That
Mm-hmm.
brought me back home to PlayStation. Cause I
I
was
miss
like,
that.
yo, I miss it so much. Cause I was like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm able to walk around in an avatar and not even add people to my friends list, but I can still
Mm-hmm.
communicate with them. And we in a mall and I get to buy stuff and play. It was and I have my own house and I can decorate it.
Remember
Yo,
like the little outside parties? Like you had a little
yo,
DJ, everybody be sitting there dancing. Will and
dancing.
I used to make fun of that one song all the time. You know that song where they say bend over and lean and let your
Yeah,
chain swing.
yo.
We make fun of that song all the
Let your Jay swing.
time.
I forgot the dance. It was this one goofy dance in
Yeah.
PlayStation Home. Yeah, man. Yo, that brought back so many memories, yo. Yeah, PlayStation Home. Then they had like a little hood side or something. It was, I forgot what it was
Yeah.
called. Then they had gangs up in there. I was like, they recruiting people. Wait a minute, what's going on? Yo,
I
somebody came
stayed
up
in
to
the
me.
theater. That's how I watched the tester. I would go in the theater and I would sit like I'm sitting in an actual movie theater and just
Yes,
sit there and watch. And I
and
watched like
watch.
all the testers. I think I was on tester 3. That's how because I was watching it and I had tagged Sky Diddy in it. You remember him?
Oh, that,
I
yeah, that's a
tagged
cool friend of
him.
mine, Sky. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I think he follows me on Instagram because I had tagged him. I was tagging him in like videos. I'm like, look at what I'm watching, you know. And yeah, and then I see, the videos and stuff he be posting and stuff because he still be posting videos and
Mhm.
things on Instagram. It's really cool to um to see. And I wish I could go back and watch him. I think there's a way you can on the PlayStation. But yeah, because I would just sit there and binge watch all 3 seasons.
Yep.
Like I
I miss
love
it.
that. I miss that. PlayStation Home was amazing. And I hear there's a few people working on trying to bring it back or at least some form of PlayStation Home. So
Yeah,
I've seen some
there's a whole
videos.
community on it.
Yeah, that I've
I
seen, but
would
it's
really
not that
love for it to come
big.
back. Yeah, it's not that
Yeah,
big. But that's something I would love for PlayStation Home to come back and be on the
exactly.
PS5 platform in some way, shape, or form. It was just so, it was great, and especially like nowadays, there's so many different communities that can come together and somebody can have a home for it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, no matter what walk of life you come from or whatever you believe, like to have some type of, like, okay, here go, okay, black girl gamers, they have their thing that they're doing, or gamers that have limited abilities, they have something that, like, just to have something where everybody can understand one another and still have fun. I think
Mhm.
that's what's missing a lot of times is we want to feel appreciated in the things that we love. So, regardless if you a Nintendo fan, an Xbox fan, a PlayStation fan, you're able to feel like you are valued because you purchased this, you invested in a platform, you vow for this platform, you love the games, but we want to feel value from the company itself. So I
Mhm.
love that, Xbox has the Xbox ambassadors. Sony does not have the PlayStation MVPs anymore, which I don't know what y'all are doing. You know what I'm saying? Especially since y'all are on a roll, y'all should give back to the people who made you successful to where y'all are now until y'all are the most profitable out of the three now. That
Mhm.
wasn't the case before. Now y'all are the most profitable out of the three. And who did that was the gamers who was like, yo, even though these are single player games, we love these single player games. We remember back in the days and made your platform flourish. You should give back to that. So,
Mhm.
yeah, PlayStation Home brought me back home to PlayStation to be a fan of PlayStation again and to make that my preference as a platform, my first preference.
That is amazing. You see? I love that. I love that. Oh my
Yep.
goodness, that is amazing. Okay. So, do you feel it's important to complete games 100%, and does that define a gamer?
All right, so I'm the queen of backlogs. All right,
Girl, look, I'm right there with you. I'm just saying.
I'm the queen of backlogs. I don't in this community, we got to stop with this pompous, elitist type of mentality that, I beat this game on the hardest level, so I'm the ultimate gamer. All right, what do you have to show for it? A platinum trophy, a thousand, achievement? You're not in the world's, you're not in the Guinness World Book of Records. You don't have a physical trophy of that, but you want to shame and put people down on because you have a different ideology of being a so-called real gamer. Um, so myself, because I'm in the industry and because I review video games and I cover games, I I'm blessed to get games with it's not, I don't like to say for free because I have to return content with it. It's
Mm-hmm.
an exchange. It's not for free. Of course, I didn't monetarily pay for the game, but I have to give content, and that
And
ain't
time.
and time, content and time towards it because I'm covering it. And because I covered the game, I should be warranted a review copy. Now, if I don't, that's fine. I don't mind paying
Mm-hmm.
for a game and still covering the game because that's what I want to do and that's what I want to provide to my audience. So it's not like I'm privileged. I don't want to have like the mentality of being because I cover it, but not like that. But this is why I have the opportunity to get a game from a developer is because, hey, I show that I covered the game. I show that I did X, Y, and Z consistency. I would love to cover the game further. So this is why I have a pal, and then also sales. These damn sales, right, Sony and
Oh my
eShop
goodness.
and all the rest of y'all. These sales that are on the consoles are mimicking Steam sales now. And I'm like, yo, it is $10. Like, it was 30, but it's
Steam is
10 this week.
amazing. You could get a game for 10 cents on Steam. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. What? Full game, including DLC. 10 cents?
Including
I
DLC.
don't know what it is, but I'm getting it.
But I'm getting it. Because it just says freaking 25 and 10 cents. And then on the consoles, they damn near doing it too with these $3 to $3.50
Yep.
games. And so I understand everybody damn near has a backlog right now. And a lot of times, like my audience, they tease me on it and I don't care. Like, but I am the queen of backlog. And there's a lot of games that I've started and I didn't get a chance to finish, and so now I'm going back to finishing it. But then the problem is that it's not like back in the days when we were growing up where you probably get probably 2, 3 game releases a month. Now it's like 5 games a week. No, so like it's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with. So I think people need to understand there's certain people that they want everything. They want to buy everything, and it's their business if they complete it or not. Like I just think you're a gamer because you love gaming, you want to play the
Mhm.
game. You have certain people, I call them like tastemakers of like connoisseurs, that they just want to play the game, they experienced it, on to the next game, and they may not finish it. But to me, that's their business. That doesn't, to me, demeanor them as being less of a gamer. I wouldn't say that. Like they just want to test everything, and if they finish it, they finish it. If they don't, just like somebody who tests food. A lot of people who test food or review food, or they don't finish that whole plate. They on to, oh, that was good. That was, it just served my palate. And they on to the next like dish. But they didn't even finish that one.
Yeah.
So there's gamers like that. And I get it. Me, I'm not trying to be that. I do want to finish the game. So that's why this year I'm trying to make this goal of completing 100 games. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it, but I have completed 23 titles so far. So hopefully,
Awesome.
yeah, hopefully I
Congrats.
could. Thank you. I'm trying. So I'm trying. So yeah, I like did a whole mathematical equation on how I'm gonna do it, but hopefully I could achieve it.
Okay. Well, a spin-off to that question is, at what point do you feel that you have played enough of a game to do that review?
Yeah,
Like, how
okay.
many hours into the game would you say is sufficient for a review?
So I break it down by also genre. So for example, if it's a linear game and I know this game is 8 hours, 10 hours, I feel like you should complete the game,
Okay.
in my opinion, to review the game. I feel like you can complete the game. If you're gonna dedicate your what 18, you should be able to complete the game in like a week or so. So the thing with game reviewers that I have a problem with, and these are from the large outlets, is that a lot of times they, like I said, it's a lot even on the consumers at this point where there's tons of games that release each month. But from a reviewer standpoint on the industry side, if they're working for a large outlet, to me they put too much on their plate. And so you get these game reviewers that they play the game on easy, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you need to be transparent that you played the game on easy, and
Mhm.
that you played this certain amount of time with this game. That's my only problem, is that there's no transparency. So by the time the review comes out, you got people who played every nook and cranny of the game, and they looking at you sideways like, well, how did you come to this conclusion? Because you didn't do XYZ. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So now your reputation is being tainted. And now
Mhm.
that's messing with other reviewers or other people that's in the industry, is looking at us like, well, y'all are full of it because y'all don't complete games, or y'all don't complete the game you're reviewing. So me personally, I feel like if it's an 8 to 10 hour game, you can complete the game before you review it. Because, all right, let's say if you didn't, you should at least be 75 above 50% of this
Mhm.
game to give your evaluation, but you need to be transparent that you did not complete the game. And for other games, for example, like Destiny is so broad, like
Mhm.
so it's so much that you can't. That's why and this goes on the accountability with the PR teams too. A lot of teams, they waiting for you to hurry up and do this review, and it's like, well, this is a big game. Why do y'all expect, y'all didn't give it to the person a month ahead of time? So why do you expect the review to come out when the embargo's lifted if you didn't give the game a month ahead or weeks ahead? If you gave it to them damn near close to review, the release of the game, you should know a game like Destiny should take time. That's why I
Mhm.
appreciated the PR team that was on Destiny. They said, hey, we want y'all to take y'all time with this game to understand it, to learn it. Then y'all could come off and give a review. Now you're given a responsibility of all sides. so nobody gives you some stupid uh score for a game that can mess with your bonuses. See what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now you're covering all costs, so for large games, you should at least be at least 75% of the game, or at least 65 to 75 with a large ass game. But if it's 8 to 10 hours, you could finish that game in one sitting. Not one sitting, that's OD. But if you know you on a crunch, you could finish that in some like 5 days or so, 4 days. I feel like you should complete it to say, hey, this is my overall of this game.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah. Okay. So are you, well, I guess you kind of answered this. Are you a trophy hunter? Why or why not?
Sometimes I'm a trophy hunter. I have 28 platinum so far. Um, I do play the easy trophy stuff. I think it's fun.
I am bred.
Cause I haven't played Iron Bread yet, but I
Girl, that's the
play.
easiest trophy you gonna get.
Oh, I'm gonna buy it
You
then.
better
But
get it.
my name is Mayo. That joint is easy. You just gotta keep pressing the button. They made the I am Mayo. I said I am. My name is Mayo. The second
Wait a
one
minute,
was
wait a
funny.
minute. Nope, that was it. That was it. That was it.
The
No, I
Mayo
am
game,
bred.
right?
That one is not all that easy because I think
Okay.
there's a lot of physics in that one.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
played that one yet.
so yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so my name is Mayo. That's the
Yeah,
easiest
that
platinum
one.
you gonna get.
Yeah, that's the
But
easiest
did you
platinum.
play the second one yet?
No, they got a second
They got a second one. The second one is funny. Like there's
one?
like this narrative to it.
Oh my goodness.
They added more to it, so it's still an easy plat, but they kind of added more layers to it to kind of it's funny. So I like playing those too for easy plats, or if it's the
Hmm.
time consuming plats, I don't mind them just as long as it's not impossible to get. I don't have time for impossible trophies right now because I have a backlog. So
Yeah.
like I'm like, yo, if I had the time, but I do like the trophies that you can kind of get into every nook and cranny or get every collectible, like stuff like that. So sometimes I am depending on a game like Ghost of Tsushima, I need to clean that up.
Oh, that's a beautiful game.
Oh my god, that was my game of the
And
year.
the music is, oh, it's
The
amazing.
the
Those
music,
cherry blossoms blowing in the wind, girl. The
you couldn't tell me I
water,
wasn't there. So like
the views. That game is gorgeous. Oh
game is
my
gorgeous.
gosh.
One of the most beautiful games I've ever played is Ghost of Tsushima. Especially when you play it on the 5, the PS5.
And that 4K TV.
And the 4K the 4K TV, yeah. And like with my TV, the fluidity of the frames just so playing it on PS5 looks like when I seen it at E3 because after E3 when it finally came out on PS4, I noticed it was downgraded. It still looked beautiful, but I noticed it was downgraded. When you play that joint on PS5, this was without any patches of there's no PS5 version of Ghost of Tsushima. I'm scared if they're gonna make a PS5 version of Ghost of Tsushima because it already like it's so fluid. There's no artifacting or ridges or jaggies. But yeah, I need to clean that game up for the plat. That's a
Okay.
fun plat to get. It's a very fun plat to get.
Okay. And what is a memorable gaming moment that you will never forget, whether personal or professional?
Um, I have a couple, but one I would say that was really cool is me getting the platinum for Destiny. I had to do uh what was it? You had to do the raid without dying.
Oh
And
goodness, yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yes, you had to do the raid without dying. But what made this so memorable and fun is that it was two kids that helped me do this raid. So like they were kids. I met these two kids through someone I know, but they was just so cool. Like they weren't bratty. They was some cool, smart kids, and they helped me. Along with my homeboy. Shouts out to Tay, my brother. He's like a little brother of mine. we played it and it was so fun because they was so, it reminded me of when I was little. Like it was cool when I was hanging around even the adults. Like the
Yeah.
adults wanted me to hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
because I was that type of kid. And they was just manageable. Like they was just cool kids. They wasn't cursing and stuff. Like they acted like children. Cause nowadays it's like you damn. Like what they acted like children, and they
Yeah.
was so fun and funny. And that was like one of my most memorable like gaming moments was completing. They helped me get my platinum for Destiny by beating the raid. They knew all the little tips and tricks and
That is
stuff.
so cool.
But yeah, that was like one of my most memorable gaming moments was getting the
Okay.
platinum in Destiny with them.
Oh, I like that. Oh gosh, I missed that. Let me tell you, I remember playing raids, and I'm telling you, these raids sometimes take minimum 45 minutes. A minimum of 45 minutes. And it's like, dang,
Yo, I miss that
we
too.
ain't done yet.
Yeah, I think that's the last time, like, cause to be honest, on Destiny 2, I haven't beaten any raid at all on Destiny 2. And I kind of
I
miss
love
that.
raids. I love it. That's the
Me
most
too.
fun part, in my opinion, is doing the raids. I'm like, oh yeah,
We
y'all
gotta
ready?
do
Let's
it. We
do
gotta
it.
do a raid. We gotta do a raid. I gotta get my level up a little bit on
Yo,
Destiny
I have
2.
not played Destiny in forever. Destiny and Dauntless. I really like Dauntless too.
I never got a chance to really play Dauntless. I
Girl,
seen it
anytime
though.
I stream Dauntless, it's between 4 and 8 hours at a time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, yeah, Dauntless is fun. I have
Okay.
not played that in a while either, but and they have it on the Switch. Certain games I found that I really don't like to play on the Switch because they're clunky.
Mm.
Like I do not like Paladins on the Switch,
Okay.
and I'm mad because I
I gotta
bought it.
take your
I
word
bought the
for it
season
because you're
pass.
like you're the queen of the Switch. You got so many physical copies, y'all. You need to
It's
do a video
I
on your.
forgot. I
Did you
forgot
do a
what
video yet on your collection?
hell no. And there's so many games that are still sealed. Like they're still sealed. You talking about backlog? I probably got duplicates of stuff over here. Like, well, shit, I forgot I bought it. It's like, okay, like, well, I guess I got two.
I need that
So
video. I need that video of your collection.
I'll
I
have to
need
do
that.
it. There's a ton. There's gotta be. I'm
Cause
out of
my
space.
collection's right
I'm out
here.
of space.
You out if you out of
I
space
got
with
two
Nintendo
today.
games.
I got two today. We got this one, which is Cord, and we got this one, which is Taxi Chaos, which is akin to Crazy Taxi. This is a clunky game. I'm gonna tell you that now. It's not nearly as good as Crazy Taxi,
I think
but
you have the whole catalog of the Switch physically.
no, no.
No?
There's some games I don't like. Like for instance, I have nothing against Super Meat Boy, but it's just weird to me that you're
Okay.
playing as a meat wad and you hear it make all these split and splatting
Yeah,
noises.
it's flat. Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't. And then
Okay.
like, like Celeste, it's a beautiful game. It's a wonderful game, but that's not me. I will rage and throw the switch across the room.
For real?
Okay.
Celeste is that bad?
Well, I mean, it's one of those like, the games where
Is it a roguelike game?
yes.
Oh, okay.
So
As soon as I hear people being annoyed at something, like, is it a roguelike game?
hmm
Like,
yeah, I
okay.
can't. So, I will not.
Dang, B.
But yeah,
Like,
I'll have to do that at some point because it's
I will be
crazy.
I love seeing people do their collections and talking about it.
It's crazy. And I might come across some games like, oh yeah, I got this. Oh, I got it again. Okay, well, let me get rid of this one. Let me sell it.
Wow. Dang. I'm looking at my little thing. Okay, I'm good. I'm doing good. Then I'm doing good. It's just this big. It's about
Will I
this.
come across some duplicates? I'll have to bless Red with them. I'll bless you with them.
Oh shoot. All right, sis. Just please make sure I play it. Just please make sure.
Oh my god,
Please make sure I play the game.
you a best.
Yo. Nah, I'll forget. Like I got hip hop. got me Astral Train, and I
I
still
heard that's
haven't
good
played
too.
it.
I
I
don't
still
have that
haven't played.
game. I don't have
I
that
still
game.
haven't played it yet. That's not right. You got, somebody give you a gift, you should at least play it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I haven't played that game, and I really, really wanted that game because I love anime stuff, and
Mhm.
I gotta play that game one day. I never streamed anything too of Nintendo. I guess because Nintendo be funky,
Girl,
so
yeah.
yeah, I need to stream a Nintendo game one day on Twitch. See how that work out.
Mhm. Okay. So, what are your thoughts on the gaming community today?
It's interesting. It's um, I will say this because I'll flip back and forth on the gaming community. I see that there's a lot of passionate people. The one thing I would say is that gaming is for everyone. It doesn't matter where you come from, who you are, with gender or whatever. Like it's for everybody. And I don't
Message.
like, yeah, like I don't like when people, like I said, get this type of pompous attitude that you're a better gamer than somebody if you didn't do X, Y, and Z, or if you never did this, or if you never played this type of game, or if you play this on whatever type of level. I personally don't like that. I just think that it spews so much hate in the community instead of people celebrating one another or saying like, "Yo, that's cool." Like I tend to not even hear that so much. I see so much negativity or people blasting out propaganda too because they might have a preference for a platform versus the other platform or demeaning someone else because of something. Now there's a difference between facts and feelings. There is a
Mhm.
difference between that. And I think the gaming community gets that twisted a lot of times. If I'm saying something that is factual and you don't like it, you don't that's fine, you don't like it. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I didn't make the
Mhm.
fact of it. The fact like it made its own fact. That has nothing to do with me. I know how to take myself out of the equation, like remove my feelings from something and know it is what it is and it is what it's not. I think that's what the gaming community need to understand. Fact and feelings are not the
Mhm.
same. It start with F, but it's not the same at all. It is okay if y'all don't have the same opinions. It is okay if y'all don't believe in the same thing. But if the facts is facts and it's there, it is what it is. And if you
Mhm.
vow for a specific company, don't be a stan. It's like if you see flaws in a company that you like, you need to voice them and be like, "Yo, this isn't cool. Y'all need to change this." We've seen that be done. We've seen that done with PlayStation,
Mhm.
um, with the whole getting rid of the Vita, the PS3 with the store. We see that take a 180 because the
Oh,
community
thank God
wasn't
for
with it.
that.
Game Pass, they wanted to go up on the price and they
Mhm.
was like, "Why? What are y'all going up on the price for? There's no reason
Exactly.
at this time to go up on the price because y'all getting a little popular that Game Pass is being, you know, the buzzword now. That doesn't mean you go up
Mhm.
on a price. What are y'all offering us in order to go up on a price? Because it's the same
Exactly.
thing." So I love that about the community being more vocal, but stay vocal on things that you want to see change, that you want to see done better from these companies. But within the community itself, stop being so damn toxic. Like it's ridiculous. Like the toxicity and the gaming community overshines the really dope stuff that comes out of being in the game community, like us knowing each other and us getting to know each other. That's through gaming. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, us having a sisterhood. That's through gaming.
Mhm.
And a lot of times we don't see that in other industries on a positive note. So that's what I would say. Like the gaming community is very interesting, but we need to overshadow it with some goodness at this point because it's not
Mhm.
looking good.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on the future of gaming and what would you like to see change within the gaming community? Which you just touched on that, but if you
Yeah, I
want to
mean,
elaborate.
sure. The future of gaming, I see being represented more. And like I said, I always say this, I only can speak for my people. I can't speak for any other groups, but I want to see more of us creating. I love that I see now more of us actually on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I see
Mhm.
different black women of whatever. I see from the girly girly type to the tomboyish to the nerdy to the geeky. Like I see all different flavors and textures of black women gamers. You can't just say a black woman gamer looks like this, because just like
Mhm.
how we are as black women, we come in so many different shapes, sizes, shades, different ethnic backgrounds of being black as well too. There's not just one mold of being a so-called black gamer or being a black female gamer. So I love that that's being presented more, that no one has to explain it because now it's being shown. And I love that more women are being vocal about being a gamer in any aspect. I love seeing that now because
Yeah, it's not
I
taboo.
it's not taboo. It's not like we're a goddamn unicorn up in here. Like I hate
Exactly.
those terms. So
Exactly.
I love when I started out, when I went to my first E3 was I think 2011, 2012. I forgot. I think 2012. I didn't see so much of me. I knew the same. It was me, Cherie. Shouts out to Cherie. She's the editor in chief of Laptop Magazine. She's the first black woman to be an editor in chief of a large tech outlet.
Awesome.
It was me, her, Keisha Howard. Shouts out to my sis Keisha Howard. Um, what's the actress for Ubisoft? She normally does the
I know who you're talking
Aisha.
about. Yes.
Aisha.
Yes.
So it'll be me, Keisha, Cherie, Aisha, and I'm trying to think of somebody else that I would normally see. Other than that, I didn't see a lot of black women unless they probably was like a promo model at the booth or something like that.
Oh
Now I even see more of
wow.
them. Now I see more black promo models and ambassadors at the booths now. So as that's from 2012 all the way up until what the last E3 was 2019 in person. I was like, wow, I got to see more cosplayers, more black cosplayers at different conventions. Got to see more black women coming out and competing at tournaments. So as I seen it grown, I know it's going to triple, quadruple. You know what I'm saying? 10 times on it. I just want to see more of us being the actual ones put at the forefront of us
Mhm.
owning things, of us coming together and seeing what we can do to formulate some form of showing power. Because right now, if you look at the top outlets, you still see once again white and Asian women. You do not
Mhm.
see, the only time it pops up is when people, unfortunately we lost one of our brothers and also our sister, George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, and it's like, okay, so because of the curve of them, now you want to be interested and focus on black people.
Mhm.
It's like, so now you want to add these
Like
black
riding
people on
the
your,
coattails in a
yeah.
sense.
Now you want to add these black people to your company and your podcast as regulars or as permanent. Now you want to add people as black people as hosts. It's just like the same thing I seen when Obama was in office. Now you want to show black men. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, come on, stop being the trend of that. But we can also control that on the things that we do, and to help us and help one another, we can control that narrative as well. We don't have to wait and beg for someone else to give us that opportunity. So
Mhm.
that's what I want to see in the future, is us controlling and owning more in this industry and creating our own narratives, so we don't have to always check this company. It's just going to be shown like they're slacking, and we don't have to beg for equality. I don't believe in
Mhm.
begging for equality.
Okay. So, retro or current gen and why?
Oh wow. Dang. I was just shouts out to Contraviction. You definitely need to interview her. I'm gonna make that happen. Contraviction, her niche is retro games. She does some phenomenal content with it. So she's the one that makes me fall back in love with, retro. And nowadays, even though we have these beautiful next gen consoles that we have with PS5 and X, the Xbox Series S and X, we can see these beautiful like graphics, but sometimes the gameplay be a little boring on some of this stuff. And going back to retro, like sometimes I'll go on the Switch and I'll pop up with the NES and the SNES emulators and play some of the games because it just brings that nostalgia back. So, um, I hope I'm hoping this E3 Nintendo kind of allude or show that they're gonna bring like the N64 on the Switch. Tell you right now, if they do that, it's gonna be bananas. Like I would love that. Um, I would love even for Sega to bring some old titles back to life and maybe revamp and do a newer thing of it. But I don't know. I go in between the two. I love what I'm seeing with next gen, well, current gen now, and then I do love the things from the past. I kind of like to play between both. Uh, but this gen right here is something serious. Like it is breaking a lot of odds that we've never seen done. Like Ratchet and Clank alone, that's about to come out.
Mm, yeah.
That's gonna be one of the most just like how like we drool over Ghost of Tsushima. This game right here, like I was about to say Gerard because I don't call him hip hop. So like hip hop gamer was showing me the last video of Rift Apart. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not a cutscene? That's the
Wow.
game? Like that was the game. Like that's the game, sis. Like I was like, Gerard, that's not the game. He was like, babe, that's the game. I was like, no, it's
That
not.
is amazing.
So, and it's fun. Like I'm playing, I guess retro because retro is like if was like 10 years ago, I guess is considered retro, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I've been playing what is it called? Into the Nexus. So I've been playing Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus to prepare me for Rift Apart because it actually takes place before Rift Apart. Rift Apart
Okay.
takes place after in that, I guess, in that world, and that's canon to Into the Nexus. So it's a 5-hour game. It's quite antiquated the way it
Okay.
looked. But I've been playing that and it's still fun. Like Ratchet and Clank is a timeless franchise. Like it doesn't matter if you play the first one to now. It's just so fun. So it's giving me my little retro vibe, I guess, is
Yeah.
playing that game.
Okay. I'm gonna skip the last question because I have a
Okay.
couple of bonus questions I want to throw in.
Oh,
Like this is
bonus.
something I don't normally do, but it's like some things that popped in my head that I feel is important.
Okay.
So I wanted to address. So is it okay if I ask the question?
Yes.
All right. So
I'm
first
excited
question
to hear.
is, well, okay. So this one, I know that we all get burnt out, at some point in time or another, like with gaming and things of that nature. So what is something that you do to remedy that? Because like for instance, um, like because you are a journalist, so you play games all the time, and I know that maybe at some point in time you might not want to, or you might not,
Mhm.
you might not be feeling it at that time. What are
Yep.
some things that you do to remedy that burnout? Because it happens to everybody.
Yes. It happened to me recently actually. Like I wanted to finish Miles Morales
Oh,
and
that's a
Miles
beautiful
Morales is
game.
yeah, it's a beautiful
And that
game and I
music is amazing too.
all of
Oh,
that. Like
oh
you
my
see what I'm
God.
saying? The music, of course the character, I love me Miles.
Yes.
Um everything is perfect, but I
I read the
wasn't in the
book, by
mood
the
to
way.
play it. I know you, Brittany Morris. We gotta get you her too. I gotta interview her as well. She's phenomenal. Like she always speaks to her fans and stuff. Um,
That was
I
a good
still
book.
didn't. I still didn't finish the book, but that's another
Look,
thing.
me, Red.
I know. I know. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm trying to be a different person. Trying to be a better person, not a different person, but a better. So,
There you go.
um,
Level up.
I gotta level up. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so I'm playing the game, and everything you said is perfect. It's hitting everything. Pause. So what I'm saying, like, it's. I'm like, I don't feel like playing this. I don't like it. It got to the point where I wasn't in the mood. Certain
Hmm.
games I have to either push myself to play it or and be like, yo, I should have been beat this before. Then when I'm playing, I'm like, yo, I could have been beat this a long time. But I wasn't in the mood to play. I don't know what it was. I just wasn't in the mood.
Hmm.
So what gets me into the mood a lot of times, of course I take a break. I'll take a break. I'll look at a TV show because you know, I'm behind on certain shows too. I'm like, yo, I need to just sit down and look at a show. So I went
Queen
to
of the South is
finish.
amazing.
Oh my gosh.
My
Yeah.
sister, my sister mentioned me the other day, have you seen the latest episode? I said no. She
I
said, watch it when you get home. I said, okay.
That is Gerard and I show. Yo,
Girl,
Queen of
I
the
love
South.
it.
I cannot
That and
wait.
have you seen Startup? You gotta watch Startup. I got my sister to watch Startup. She watched
What's
all
that
three
about?
seasons in like a weekend. That's on Netflix. Called
Startup.
Startup. It's about cryptocurrency. So it's
Oh,
about
I think I got it on my
cryptocurrency.
list.
Yes, girl, you need to watch that.
Okay.
I'm done with that too, but I got my sister to
Okay.
watch it. She watched it in like probably about a weekend, like all
I
three seasons. I'm like, girl.
okay. All right.
So
I'm gonna look at that. So yeah, like
yeah,
I binge Insecure. Like I used to get yelled at from my friends, like, you don't look at Insecure. Like they were surprised because
that
they know
was
how I am.
good.
Yo,
Yeah,
Insecure is so it's a great
yeah.
black show.
Hmm.
It's a great show. And I was like, damn, I
Issa
could have been in
Rae.
it. Because I used to see, yeah, Issa Rae. I love Issa Rae. I used to see
Hmm.
these tweets on Insecure and I was lost. Now I know what's happening, y'all. Now I could be included into these tweets.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah,
it took me a
Insecure.
minute to get into it though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it did.
Girl, I
It
was
took me
binging
a
it. I
couple
was up at 6
episodes.
o'clock in the morning, like this. Messed up my damn sleeping schedule. Like, yo. Um, but yeah, I'll binge a show. So I got to finish Insecure. I love anime, so I got to finish Psycho. So sometimes I'll just remove myself from gaming, period, and I'll
Hmm.
look at a show, and then I'll see how the lessons within these shows. I'm like, okay, cool. I want to go back to gaming. So and then how I get back into gaming again is just by playing with friends. So
Okay.
I'll play I play with my shouts out to my god brother and my god mommy. We love to play Overcooked. I haven't seen them since, you
That's
know,
who
this
you
whole
were playing
pandemic.
Overcooked with?
Yeah, I play
That is
Overcooked with them.
cool.
So I play
That is
Overcooked with
cool.
them. Then I got my friends. They're my family. I shouldn't. They gonna kill me if I call them friends. My brothers and sister. So I've been playing Overcooked with them, and I had streamed that recently, and it was hilarious because we're
Yeah,
all
it was
characters.
good.
Yeah. So we was playing that. I love Overcooked. So and then we play Hardline. If you see me playing Hardline, I say every word in the book when I'm playing Hardline. So that's what I do. Like I do get burnt out, and sometimes I'm like, yo, I don't even want to play anything today. And I'm like, but I love games. I do want to play, but I don't be
Hmm.
in the mood. There's certain times I'm not in the mood to play certain games, and so to get me back into that mood, I want to play a multiplayer game. I
Hmm.
want to, and especially because it's a pandemic, we're not able to be so much around our friends so much, even though things are changing gradually. But just getting back into playing with friends or seeing who's available, I could play a game with that I never played before. We never played a game before. We gotta we gotta change that. Oh, we gotta play something. So that's what gets me back in the mood, is taking a break, uh pretty much indulging in a different entertainment like a movie or a show, or learning something off of YouTube, or sometimes I just really don't play the game and I'll watch somebody else play something. I'll watch one
Mm-hmm.
of y'all stream on Twitch and support like the stream and look at it and laugh with the conversations
Big
in there.
cheese, girl. Big cheese.
That's my bro right there.
I
Big
love
Cheese will do
watching
it
him.
for him. Big
He
Cheese
is
is
he's
he's the
crazy.
best. He's the
Yes.
best.
Oh
Like
yes, definitely.
the best. I love Big Cheese. Big Cheese and I known
Mm-hmm.
each other for a decade
That's
now.
amazing.
um so yeah, stuff like that. That's how I kind of get over the burnout of playing the game, and then after that I might ease my way in playing. I love indie games. So the indie game I've been playing. What I keep now I'm getting like my mom. I'm getting now. Let me not say old because I'll get in trouble if she look at this. Like, because my mom don't look old at all. But what is it? What creatures? It's a new indie game on Xbox Game Pass right now. It's exclusive to Xbox ecosystem.
Okay.
So like, it's cool. It's like Pikmin. It's just like
Really?
Pikmin. It's like Pikmin mixed with Stranger Things.
Oh
Literally.
wow.
But
Let me know
it
what
had
that is. I'm gonna have to try that out.
I
That might
forgot.
be a good streaming game.
It yeah, I'm gonna stream it because I don't get a I don't I need to show the Xbox some love because people call me a Sony pony at times. I'm like, but I've been on the Xbox more than the PlayStation a little bit, so don't call me that. Um, but I think it's called what is it? What the Let me go on my Xbox companion. But you definitely need to play this game. It's like Pikmin, and I never played Pikmin before
Pikmin
until it
is
came
so
out.
cute.
It's so cute, but
Yes, it
it
is.
I love Pikmin. Like I played the demo, I was like, hold up, I was missing out on this. Like so, yeah, it's just like Pikmin. Oh, it's called. I just seen it. It's called what lot what creatures. What is this thing called? It was just on this thing just now on new games. But you definitely gotta play it. Like, please, when you get a chance, play
Yeah.
this game. It's on Game Pass though.
Okay.
Oh, the Wild at Heart.
Okay. I may have seen that when I was scrolling through one day.
Yeah, so it's on PC. You could play it on your PC, through Game Pass, or of course on the Xbox One. Oh, it's on the Xbox One too, and the Xbox Series X and X. So it's fun. It's so cute. But it reminds me of like Pikmin mixed with Stranger Things.
Okay. That's cool. I like that.
Yep.
Okay, and my last bonus question before the final question. This is dealing with mental health and gaming. So this is kind of, more on the seriousness, and I feel it's important because I have literally had, some friends tell me that gaming has literally saved their lives. So, um, how has gaming helped you within the realm of, mental health, helping you, um, and I'm not speaking of mental health as in, like, just overall, mental health, mental well-being.
Yeah.
How has
Mhm.
gaming aided you within that?
It's like I can speak on both ends because I know what you mean.
Okay.
It it has helped me overall. Like I would say like it has saved my life in the aspect of it's broken me out of my shell. If I would have stayed so shy, especially because I suffer from anxiety and I'm not an
Mhm.
anxious person. It's just something that came along when I was a kid. uh, so I've suffered from anxiety, and I don't know what you even call this other disorder. I had a problem, and as a kid, and like all the way up into teenage years, where I couldn't go anywhere by myself. Like I literally will stay, for example, like at a lunchroom table and would not get up and go get lunch. Like I needed somebody to be with me. I don't know what's that. I don't have no idea what it's called, but I
Mhm.
had that phobia of actually going anywhere by myself. I had a problem like that. But with gaming alone, it got me out of depression. Especially when I mentioned graduating from school and couldn't find a job, something to make sure I could pay back these student loans with. um,
Mhm.
so it helped me get a career in gaming. It helped me break myself out of the shell. It helped me express and articulate my thoughts better. Um, to do what I'm doing right now with you. Like years ago, I wouldn't have been able to talk this fluid. It would have been a lot of gaps in my speech pattern. And
Mhm.
gaming has helped me with that entirely. I wasn't this person that I am today that I was years ago. Like I was a very shy person. So like if I wasn't around my family, so I love that it helped me break these phobias and mental stigmas, and that was all due to gaming. It helped me maybe conceptualize certain things on different games I've played. It made me more confident as a person. Was all through being competitive in gaming. I knew that, oh, I could whip your behind in this game. I know I could what? Like I was like, and I'm beating guys, even at like my university. People thought that, so my friend, this is a backstory. My friend in college used to be like, yeah, I used to be called 50 in college, okay? No one knew my name. I was 50. Like, and that was because I'm from Jamaica, Queens. I'm from Hollis, Queens. And 50 Cent is from Southside Jamaica. And my friend, he's like a brother. He's from South Central LA, but he listens to so much New York music. You would have thought he was from New York. And he
Mhm.
loved listening to G Unit and 50 Cent. So he was like, "Oh, where are you from there? I'm gonna call you 50." The whole campus called me 50. So like, damn, their professors was calling me 50.
Oh
Um,
no.
like I was like, okay. Um, so I love sports games. So I know how to play, 2K. I've been playing 2K for years. My Uncle Carl, thank you, Uncle Carl, for getting me into 2K. He got me my first 2K game. With Allen Iverson on the cover. It was 2K2, I think, because I didn't have a Dreamcast. So yeah, it had to be 2K2. Um and I would play Madden and 2K. I got to learn actual football was because of Madden. I wanted to learn football, so my play brother would teach me Madden. So I got really great at it. Like I would play NCAA and everything. And he used to be like, "Yo, I got somebody you could play. Their name is 50." He didn't attach no gender to it. He was like, "Yeah, their name is 50. It's 50." And these are people who didn't know who I was,
Yeah.
even though 50 was known around the campus. They didn't know who it was, and so they come over to the apartment, and we sit down, and they looking around like, all right, because they think I'm either somebody's girlfriend, and I'm just there watching. They was like, so where's 50? Like, is he showing up or whatever? He was like, no, she right there. He was like, no, she right there. Like, yeah, she right there. And they'll be sweating bullets. Like, he was like, wait a minute, nah. He was like, wait, do you play Madden? I was like, yeah, I play Madden. And he was like, what team? At this time, the Giants was great. So I would play them with the Giants. I was like, yeah, we can play NCAA. I love Michigan Wolverines. So we'll play, on NCAA or Madden. And yeah, like it gave me a confidence factor. I was like, yeah, I'm a chick, but I'm beating these guys at so-called their games. And it just gave me
Yeah.
a confidence. That's what gaming did. And so yeah, on the confidence side, the mental side, the stigma, actual condition, it actually helped me out with anxiety. So because it was something that it was calming, whether I was depressed on something or upset, I was able to go back to video games and just center myself and have that moment with that game, or play a game to release stress or anger. I was able to play certain games to help me with that and
Mhm.
go back to reality. You know what I'm saying? So and learn from it. It wasn't something to bandage up, put a band-aid to. It was something
Mhm.
to actually learn off of it while I'm playing the game. So gaming to me has helped so much mentally, and I know other people personally. that have certain mental conditions and things that they are, trying to combat and get
Hmm.
over. They say how gaming has helped them and continue to help them to this day. So yeah, I love what gaming has done for me.
Okay. Final question. It's simple. Is there anything you want to add?
Oh wow. uh I just love I got a chance to chop it up with you, sis. I haven't spoken to you in so long. I can't wait for us to meet in person. I got to meet some of our sisters in gaming in person. I can't wait to meet you in person. Um but yeah, as far as what to add, I really can't wait to still grow sisterhoods in the industry, and just to check people on, this isn't no feminist movement. So like,
Hmm. That
sisterhood, no, that's, I'm sorry, that's not for us. It's not for us black and Hispanic women, period. So sisterhood does not mean to bash or demean men. We still want our brothers, we still want our men to, we play and support, we support them, they support us. But I think with sisterhood and gaming as a whole is because there's so many young women out there, there's so many women out there that feel like they're alone or don't have a safe space, or can't find someone relatable. So just like how it's easy for a brotherhood to form without even
hmm
calling it a brotherhood, that should be synonymous too with us women, that we don't even have to call it a sisterhood anymore. It's just regular. That's just something we do. It's not us hating on one another or feeling that we have to like compete against one another. It's like we're here to cheer each other on. So,
and
um,
it's not like we're excluding people either, because you have
exactly.
those that like to come in and say, "Well, what about this and what about that?" It's not about that.
It's not about that. It's about what's not being served. It's what's being
Exactly.
underserved. It's like, it's not the all lives matter. No, it's what's being underserved. Obvious, duh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah.
like when you want to go buy, you bought soda. You gonna buy all the different flavors of the soda? No, you want that specific soda that you want, or that
Hmm.
specific juice, or whatever you get. There's
Yeah.
specifics to things. So, but yeah, I just want that to just be something natural and to uplift and support one another, because we pretty much have. Um, so that's the thing I wanted to add.
Okay. All right. Well, let everybody know where they can find you, which I'm sure they know anyway. Hello, it's Red Infamy.
um, so remember I told y'all I broke that website, so I'm trying to fix it. I've been saying that for a while, right? Trying to fix it. I'm trying to zero in and fix it for sure. If anybody wants to help, I would love if y'all could. Please just let me know. My DMs are open on Twitter. Do not be rude or weird, because I won't talk
Yeah.
to you. But my DMs are open if anybody want to ask questions or have some type of simple help on things or whatever. If you even want to help me, and where you can find me, everything is Red Infamy across the board. From Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, of course, Instagram. One thing, and also E for Life podcast. I do a podcast with my fellow brothers Marcus, Sebastian, and Derek. E for Life podcast is all about just sharing some what we call, of course, gems. Y'all know what gems mean in the community and the culture. Um, just shedding light on esports, financial literacy, and tips on things, entrepreneurship as well. So just getting some people from around those different areas and this within relating to esports and gaming, and sharing that to you all, and y'all could actually apply it to other forms of life. It doesn't have to be within gaming. It's just some dope business stuff that's being dropped in general in a
Okay.
different mindset. So definitely check out E for Life podcast. It's every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and y'all just convert that to wherever y'all at. But yeah, it's on Twitch. Is O Chosen One. Oh, we gonna get it together, because I'm about to tell Sebastian, who AKA Chosen One. He used to be a pro player in the fighting game community. He's a legend. I'm gonna tell them you're gonna have to make it E for life, just channel, cause so everybody can know it's just E for life.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that's where you can find me on, and then I'm also working with a couple of companies and stuff to get more uh young black women involved in esports to help get them the resources and stuff. So that's some of the projects I've been working on so far.
Okay, that's amazing. Look at you.
I'm trying, sis. You know what
You're
I'm
a
saying? Trying.
humanitarian.
Just trying. You know, you got to give back. We supposed to give back in something. Just
That's
can't
true.
take.
That's true. All right. Well, Red, it has been a pleasure. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yes.
this is so refreshing. Oh my God. This just, solidifies, like I said, I've missed this. I've missed being able to, like you said, chop it up with fellow gamers and content creators and just get to know each other and have other people get to know you on a, more personal level. Like I
Yeah.
said, I know you've done a million interviews and things of that nature. So
This was amazing. This is dope. This is dope. Um you got something here, so please continue it. I'm honored and blessed to be up on the episode of getting it back up and running. I really appreciate you. You know, I always got your back. So yeah, I can't wait to see the next episodes is coming in. All right, the next ones
yeah.
is coming in. I can't wait. I'm excited.
So these will come out every Saturday, probably around, I don't know, 8, 10 a.m. I don't know. Um, and if anyone is interested in, partaking, just leave a comment down below. I will also leave links in the description, so be sure to follow Red and follow her calls and support. It's free 99. It costs nothing to support.
Nothing to
Okay,
support.
so
Yep.
it's this is important. This is something that it's not what you normally would see on the YouTubes of the demeaning and things of that nature. These are things that can help people down the road, and again, as Red said, give people a safe space where
Yes.
people can feel like they belong. So,
Mhm.
and it bothers me that Red don't get enough, in my opinion. She don't get enough recognition for the things that she does or things that she has done. And I feel that we as a community need to step it up and actually support people who deserve to be supported. I'm gonna just
Well,
leave it
I
at that.
appreciate I
So
appreciate that. You know, I'm just, just on a mission to make sure that a lot of young women that look like me didn't go through a lot of the hardships, that I went through being in this industry and still continue to go through it. Um, so whatever I'm able to help with, I'm down to help. Period.
okay, that's amazing. Thank you, Red.
Of course, you
I
already know.
appreciate you, sis, for
I
real. Oh
appreciate
my
you.
goodness. This is amazing. I love it. Well, on that note, I guess we'll go ahead and end here. Thank you all for watching. Again, be sure to follow Red. If you're not currently a subscriber here on the channel, be
Make
sure to
sure
hit
y'all
that subscribe
subscribe
button as
right
well
now. Hit that
and the
like
notification. The
and
likes
all that.
do help, the comments do help. So that helps with the algorithm and whatnot. I feel discussions like this are needed. I feel they are warranted. They're needed. I feel it's a cleansing, and I feel that things like this can help people as well. So again, I feel like stuff like this is important. We need to have more connectivity with each other, and
Yep.
to be able to have these discussions, and again to learn more about one another. So yeah, I guess that'll be it on that note. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you on the next video. Hey. Oh my goodness.
Yay.
I think it says it's still doing this.